Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Arsenal and welcome to the match reaction for Arsenal's first Premier League victory of the season. And man, we've had to wait, man. The season is almost over, literally, and we're just getting our first win. And AJ90 is here with me to do the reaction. How are you?
I'm good, bro. It's good to get the win.
Finally, we have the win. We had to really work for it. The last few minutes, we should have scored a few more goals, but we wasted a few more chances. But hey, the win is what was important. So what is the prediction before the game? Did you expect a more comfortable victory?
I thought before the game I said 1-1, but when the game started, the way we started was very good. And I thought, look, maybe we can pump them today. But Norwich weathered the storm and then it looked like, oh no, are we going to hold off? Are they going to get a cheeky 1-0 win or something like that? But it didn't happen, and we ended up getting the win, which was good.
Which was really, really good. So in terms of the lineup, before the game started, what were you expecting or what did you personally want?
I didn't mind the lineup that came out. Again, the surprises were Ramsdale. I didn't expect him to start, come straight quickly into the starting 11, but I thought his performance was quite good today, if I'm honest. And Tomiyasu, I didn't expect him to start straight away either. Which, Maitland-Niles starting in the midfield. He wasn't great, because I don't think that's his position. But when he went into right back, when Tomiyasu came off, I thought he was much better. And Gabriel and White looked pretty comfortable, I'd say, at the back. And that was good.
I was really shocked with Ramsdale. That caught me very off guard. I did not know Ramsdale would start the game. He obviously started. We had Gabriel and Ben White. We all expected that. Tomiyasu, obviously, he had to start. They actually worked on his work permit pretty fast, so I was pretty sure he was going to start. Tierney played at left back, Lokonga and Niles in midfield. Now, for me, I wouldn't have started Partey as well. I really am concerned about his injuries. Odegaard in the number 10 position, Saka, Pepe, and Aubameyang. Were you surprised Smith Rowe dropped?
No, I wasn't surprised because I know Arteta prefers Odegaard, I think, and Pepe's been playing quite well. Saka is always in the team, so I think one of those four had to drop out, and this time it was Smith Rowe. Maybe next week it's Pepe, or maybe next week it's Odegaard, but I think Smith Rowe was the one who had to drop out today.
Okay, awesome. So 40 people watching on Facebook and YouTube, make sure to smash the like button and let us know your thoughts on the game. What did you make of the performance? What did you make of the results and the game in general? So in the first 10 minutes, we actually started with a lot of pace. I've never seen us start like that. We were pressing like they did not want to be bottom of the table. What did you make of that? Don't you really want to see that every single day, though?
Yeah, I think that first 20-odd minutes was probably our best of the season, I'd say, in terms of the Premier League. We started really fast. We were pressing right high up the pitch. Tomiyasu was getting in some good positions, I thought, attacking-wise, and could have done more. But I thought Brandon Williams had a pretty good game at left-back, the Man United loanee. But, look, we started very well, and I think we definitely needed to get a goal in that time because I felt that if we didn't, that maybe Norwich could get a goal and win it. Obviously, that didn't happen, but, the worry is there, especially with Arsenal. But, look, they managed to weather it, which is good for them, but I thought we started quite well and we should have got a goal in that time.
Yeah, Aubameyang had a chance in the opening 9 minutes. Should he have done better, or did he actually?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely should have made more of it. Yeah, I think the one that Odegaard came over the top, he should definitely done a bit.
It was actually Tierney.
Was it Tierney? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Tierney.
it was. Yeah.
It's the dodgy streams, bro. It's hard to tell.
I had in UK like there was a blackout and something. So yeah, it was a good chance. Actually, I've had him captained in my FPL surprisingly, and he actually got a goal for me. So I was happy. Lokonga actually also took a shot from outside the box. I've seen that with him. Are you happy with the way he played himself, Lokonga?
Yeah, I think he was probably our best player today, Lokonga, and I think he should have done a bit better with his shot. And overall, he controlled the midfield very well. But I was surprised when he came off actually. But I think because the plan was to get Ainsley at the right to make sure Tomiyasu came off for Smith Rowe. I think the way we were trying to do it meant Lokonga had to come off for Partey. But look, again, Lokonga is probably our best player and has been. Every game he's played, he's looked all right. He's looked very good, and he's probably going to end up being probably the best of our signings we've made. So. Impressed with him.
I'm surprised you said the same things Zohom said to me yesterday. I told him I actually thought Smith Rowe has been our best player so far this season, but he said Lokonga just like you. But hey, both of them I think have stood out. At least they've picked up a couple of 6 out of 10s for this poor season. Also, Ramsdale, I was surprised for today. We didn't expect him to start. Did you see his skill?
I did.
Very risky. Do you think he's actually better than Leno in terms of playing?
This one game.
In terms of fit. Do you think he could be better than him playing like from the back?
Again, look, you have to watch many games. I don't know how we're going to do it moving forward. Is Ramsdale now our number one goalkeeper? I don't know. Is he? Is he not? Or is it going to be both of them battling it out? Because that's what it looks like. Is it going to be one of each week? Look, Ramsdale's got a clean sheet, so it means he'll probably start next week against Burnley. Maybe Leno then plays against Wimbledon. We'll just have to see how it goes. But I think Ramsdale's quite impressed with him today. Did all the right things, made all the good saves, got a clean sheet, and that skill was, it was confident because he was comfortable with it, and he did it quite well and executed it quite well.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of rotating goalkeepers and defenders, so if they're rotated, I'll be very surprised. Tomiyasu, what a first half he had, man! What a first half, behind and back. Was it a foul, or did it? Should he have done better?
I'm not sure. Maybe should have done better, but looking at what you put on the banner there, the volley, it was a good chance from him. Again, as I said, he was getting very high up, especially in the first half, especially down that right hand side, trying to help out Pepe. And again, as I said before, Williams did a very good job. But again, that volley, it was a good attempt from him, and hopefully we see more of them. Maybe get a goal or two in the future.
Okay, so the second half started. There's one player who's really frustrating me, Pepe. I don't know what did you make of his performance, because in the player ratings, I don't know what I'm going to give him, but what sound did you make of his losing the ball way too many times for me?
Yeah. First half especially, I think, he tried to get out Williams, and he tried to get out that Norwich defence, and he caused them quite a few problems, to be fair, when we were pressing. And then as the game got on, it was like he was sort of dripping out of the game a bit, wasn't getting involved as much, wasn't touching the ball as much. And then some of the misplaced passes, they frustrated me a lot. And I think that's what we've seen of Pepe, especially since he's joined. He can frustrate us at times, and he can really showboat at times. But today, look, it was a bit of both.
Did you want any changes at halftime?
Yeah, I think I wanted Partey on for Maitland-Niles. I think we needed a bit more in that midfield next to Lokonga. And I want to see Lokonga and Partey next to each other. I really do, because I think that can be probably our midfield going forward.
So in the second half, we made a couple of changes. Smith Rowe coming in, Partey also coming in. Now, do you think in the future for the next games, Burnley, Tottenham, do you think we have to play Smith Rowe and Odegaard, both of them on the pitch?
I'm not sure. Maybe. I think if Pepe continues to frustrate like that, then you'll have to push Shaq off to the right and then Smith Rowe to the left, and then Odegaard can play that number 10. However, it's hard to fit all four of them in, the front three at today and Smith Rowe. It's hard to fit all four of them in, including Aubameyang. So I think it'll have to be a case of rotating them. But at times last season, we saw that Smith Rowe and Odegaard can play together. And when they come on, we looked a bit more fluid. Smith Rowe got down the left quite well. But again, it's just how we do it moving forward. We'll have to see.
So I was 100% this guy would score a goal today. If you check my last community post, I said he scored 4 goals in the last time he played against Norwich, and I was pretty sure he would score today. Just as I look at Lukaku scoring a goal, man, we need to start winning games. So what did you make of Aubameyang's goal?
Again, look, instinctive, in the right place at the right time, and that's the case of a lot of Aubameyang's goals, especially I think the one he scored against West Brom. Look, right place at the right time. Pepe did a lot of the work for that goal, and it ricocheted off to Aubameyang, and he scores. That's what he does best. And look, good to get him a goal, but now he needs to do it against Burnley. Not in the opposition goal, but against for us against Burnley. And again, let's just hope it pushes him on.
Are you concerned it was offside? Because man, I always see that with Arsenal. Every time we get a breakthrough, something's there to down us, back down to earth.
Yeah, again, I wasn't too worried because I think my stream was behind. So by the time Aubameyang scored, the goal was already given. So, but again, I think the reason it was given was because it hit the post. But again, you always have that with Arsenal. But look, it's good it was given, because if it wasn't given, Norwich were getting into the game more. It would be hard to, and at that point, it's like Norwich could get a winner. So it's good that we got the goal.
Okay, so what did you make of this guy's performance, Ben White and Gabriel? Do you think it's just because it's Norwich, or do you think they actually did better than what Pablo Mari or Holding would do?
I think it was definitely better than what Pablo Mari and Holding would do, but I'm not going to judge these two as a pairing until they come up against better opposition or, play more games together. Until then, I'm not going to judge them much. But look, for today's performance, did well, quite comfortable. Some of Ben White's balls over the top were pretty good, and look, you can't complain too.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a time Pookie was 1-on-1 against them or 1-against-2 against them. And I'm pretty sure if it was Holding in Chambers, you'd have seen some crazy things you'd never have seen with anyone else. So they defended it pretty well. Communication is key, very, very key. They put in a couple of blocks to Cedric as well, put in a very important block in the last minute. Others would have considered to Pookie.
Yeah.
So personally, who was your man of the match?
For me, it was Lokonga. I think in the midfield, he did it very well. He ran the midfield very well. And I was very impressed with Lokonga. Look, he's a player that's come from Anderlecht. You know, no one's ever heard of him before. And to come into the Premier League and put in the 3 games he's played against Chelsea, Brentford, and now Norwich, I think he's played very well. And I really want to see Thomas Partey next to him, see how he can perform there.
Awesome. Thank you for the super chat, sweetie. I really appreciate it. And is there any player that didn't really impress you today?
Maitland-Niles. I don't look.
I thought he pressed okay. I think he actually pressed okay, and I'm not Maitland-Niles' biggest fan at all.
I just don't. I think that midfield role, which he clearly wants to play, I don't think it suits him. That's why, if I had to say who didn't interest me as much, I'd say Maitland-Niles, because I don't think that midfield position is for him. However, when he got pushed onto the right hand side when Tomiyasu came off, I thought he did better, and I think he's better on that position. But midfield's not for him.
Okay, so there's a couple of players who didn't come from the bench, Lacazette being one of them. What do you make of his game time this season? Do you think he'll be on the bench for most of the games like this?
Yeah, probably, because I think because we've got Saka, Pepe, Odegaard, Smith Rowe all rotating, and then Aubameyang's most likely going to play up front. I think Lacazette will probably be a bit part player, especially when his contract's running out this season.
I was very surprised. So it looks like we're going to be using him when we're 1-0 down or something.
Yeah,
when you're trying to get a goal. So Barry says that Issa can't use this guy as well. Honestly, he's not up to the task. So Miyasu, a great buy for Arsenal. Our attackers and midfielders lack confidence in taking shots themselves. I mean, yeah, but we did actually have 30 shots today. That's the most we've had in quite a while. We had 30 shots today. All they do is pass. So Smith Rowe, I don't know. I think they're finishing. They need to improve on the finishing, Saka and Smith Rowe. Or do you think it was a good attempt from Smith Rowe? I think their finishing is not up to task yet.
No, I definitely agree with you. Their finishing needs to improve, because I think what I've always criticized Saka for is that he doesn't score enough goals, and he clearly doesn't. You know, he's not. I don't think he scored a league goal in about 7-8 months now. So both of these guys on the screen now, they have to add goals to their game. If they want to take their game to the next level, they have to add goals, and that's the next thing they both have to improve upon. Now, how does Arteta do that? I don't know, because I don't get paid 2 million a year to do that. But they need to add goals to their game.
We'd love that, though. 2 million a year for that. We'd absolutely love that. But for Saka and Smith, that's what we said during the transfer window. We did not want this much pressure on them. I know it's still too early for them, but we need some goals from midfield, because, again, it looks like if Aubameyang and Lacazette doesn't score, we're in trouble. Pepe, so frustrating. The way he loses the ball usually frustrates me. Odegaard needs to add some goals. We need goals from somewhere. Partey has never scored for Arsenal. Lokonga might score with his shots, and one of them might go in, but we never score goals. We have to wait for one banger from El Neni once a year or something, and that's not good enough. So from the first 3 games and this one, what difference did you notice?
What difference? We started better. I thought, it looked like that we actually wanted to win this game from the start. Yes, after 20 minutes, we sort of disappeared a bit. But I think the quality, look, it's Norwich at home. You expect us to win. I think Norwich, they've lost 3 games on the bounce as well. They're not in the greatest of confidence as well. Along with us, not in the greatest of confidence. And I think the difference between the 2 sides today was just quality of players, just better players we have. And that's the only reason we won today. Not because of tactics, not because Arteta did something genius, nothing like that. It was just we had a bit better players, and on the day we won.
Okay, so last 2 questions. Next up, it's Burnley. Would you keep the same team?
Yeah. Look, I think I'll take Niles out and put Partey in. And other than that, I think I'd keep the same team because I think that's a good enough team to beat Burnley. But look, Burnley's going to be a really hard game, tough, and was always hard for us. Arteta doesn't have the greatest record against Burnley, and that's going to be a big test for us before North London derby.
Very, very. I fear that game. Those corners and free kicks and stuff like that. They love bullying someone. And last one, who would get the higher rating for you out of 10? Who would you give the highest rating?
Again, as I said, Lokonga, and if I had to pick anyone else other than Lokonga, it'd have to be Aubameyang or Pepe, because look, they created the goal and we got the goal, because without those two, we wouldn't have scored, and I would be sitting here talking about a dull 0-0 performance. So I think, look, it probably has to be Lokonga, maybe Aubameyang, Lokonga, Aubameyang, or Pepe. So either one of those. But again, it wasn't. No one had it. I have to say, no one had an outstanding performance out of any of them. It was just, look, we had better quality than them, and that's why we won the game.
Absolutely. So we got the victory at the end of the day at 3-0. No, that was not us. That was definitely not us. That was United scoring 4 goals. We got a 1-0 victory, which I'll take. I wanted more goals, yes, because we are now on -8 goals, and it's not like we're going to add any more goals against Tottenham's or Liverpool's.
Yeah.
But hopefully so. But yeah, we need to start winning, and at least we got a win, and that's the most important thing. So last couple of comments and then end it. So for me, I actually don't agree. I would put Tomiyasu up there. I think it would get a very high rating for me. I know he didn't play 90 minutes, but he was pretty okay. David says I will take Niles out and play Partey. Yeah, that makes sense. And then play Emil instead of Saka. Drop Saka?
I wouldn't be against it. If I wouldn't mind it, but again, we'll just have to see.
Lacazette is the kind of player who needs to play against Burnley. I'm not sure because of the
physicality.
Physicality. I think you have to play like both of them because you don't have any midweek Europa League games against Villarreal or something.
Yeah, again, look, I wouldn't be against playing Aubameyang and Lacazette, but I'd be inclined to keep the same team and then have Lacazette off the bench if we need him.
Okay, Andrew said, I'm happy today. We're all happy, man. Absolutely happy. So for me, I'm very, very grateful we got 3 points outside the relegation zone. I'm not sure which number we are right now. I know United at the top of the table. Not sure.
We're 16th.
I know that,
16th.
but yeah, 16th. So that shows you need like back-to-back to even get yourself into the top 10. So I'll be back with the player ratings. Thank you very much, AJ9, for coming on. I'll leave his link in the description in a couple of minutes. You'll find it there. Make sure you go and check out his reaction as well. We got a win. We finally got a win thanks to Aubameyang scoring his 5th goal against Norwich in 3 games. 5 goals in 3 games. I'll definitely take that. So thank you for watching. Keep staying safe, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next one.